Good morning, y'all, y buenos dias. So this is like my 8th try to film this video because I could not find my phone. It was in the closet, but now we are here. We are back. I just wanted to show y'all our curriculum for this upcoming school year. And I know it seems really ridiculous to have curriculum for preschoolers, but Luna is kind of a ridiculous child. And so if y'all are interested in that, then keep on watching. Okay, so I wanted to start off the video by really trying to hone in on saying that you do not need a particular curriculum, especially when they're this little. You don't need a curriculum ever, but especially not at this age if your child is not one to enjoy that sort of structure. Luna and I are both extremely structured people, and so we thrive on this sort of material. But keep in mind that when you are looking for materials for your children, you have to find things that are suitable for them, find things that they'll really enjoy. If they're an auditory learner, make sure you're giving them that kind of stimulus. If they're a hands-on learner, make sure you're giving them that. And so Luna is a very mixed learning style. And so we do a lot of hands-on activities. We do a lot of sit-down reading. We do a lot of running around outside. And so we kind of combine all of those things in order to give her like the most enriching environment that I can give her. That being said, these are the things that we have for this upcoming year. Luna will be turning 4 in November. So in a couple of months, she'll be turning 4. And so we're naming this, her preschool year. There's tons of material here, but there's still also a lot of things that we supplement with as the time is going along. By the time y'all are seeing this, I'll link down below the poetry hall that we'll also be working through this year, along with a variety of other things that will kind of supplement here and there. But these are kind of like her core things. For the All About Reading program, I'll link down below my flip through if y'all want a little bit more detail into that, as well as the Singapore math. I will have a flip through of that link down below. But let's get started. So the first thing I have is this logic workbook. And so again, Luna really loves doing workbooks. She really enjoys like sitting down and focusing on these sorts of activities. And if you'll see in here, it starts off extremely simple, but as it gets going, it gets pretty damn difficult. Like I was kind of surprised because like at the end of it, I was like, wow, can I figure this out really quickly? These workbooks are not only lateral in terms of their information, where everything is built upon the last thing, but also I absolutely love when workbooks are in full color. The pages are really sturdy, especially for little hands. And so I love this brand of workbooks just because they do really beautiful material. So her next like subject matter would be her sciences. And again, we do unit studies. And so for science and history, a lot of it comes from our reading material. I emphasize different characters throughout history and different events and different things in nature all in one. So for example, the month of August, we're doing garden unit study. And so we're learning about the plant life cycle. We're learning about photosynthesis. We're learning about the water cycle. We're learning about, indigenous foods. We're learning about Dr. Carver. All of these different people, events, places are all combined into this one thing because it's all interconnected. And so again, these are just supplemental work that we'll be kind of going through, but most of our science and history comes from our unit studies. But this little workbook I thought was super cute, the Human Body Activity book. And the one thing about this book is it's from kindergarten to 3rd grade. And so a lot of these things are obviously way above Luna's level, but a lot of the things are below. And so keep that in mind when getting this book. This book is super cute. I love the layout, the art. The only thing is if you are getting it for an older child, there are things in here that they might not enjoy just because it is more for younger children, if you get what I'm saying. Like someone in the 3rd grade might not enjoy like the letter matching and stuff like that. But for my little one, Luna's really gonna enjoy this one. And the next science one is a DK pre-K science book. And the reason why I really enjoy this included with our unit studies is because it gives very fundamental work in here. And so I think that that's something that we can pick a page and then really dig into with our unit studies. And so that's what I like about this one as well. We got the pre-K geography one, and so it's a lot of big picture stuff like you know, continents and oceans, and obviously from there we can do our own learning. If Luna starts saying, you know, like, ooh, you know, where is this ocean? And so then, you know, we get the globe and we start working in there, and we get a book that explains what animals are in that ocean, what people live around that area. And that way, these aren't the end all be all, is what I'm really trying to emphasize. You don't get this book and you're like, they now know all they need to know. And absolutely not. This is just something to get their interest peaked, like islands. Let's say we start off on islands and Luna's like, oh wow, you know, what about this? And then we start learning about Polynesian culture. What do they eat? You know, all of these things are ways to just get them interested in the topic. And then you could really start digging into stuff. So her next subject is her writing. And so we have this really cute book, My First School Book. And I believe they have an entire series that goes up to, I think it might be 3rd grade, but I'm not too sure. But it's all the letters, they do shapes, colors. It's very, very simple. It starts off showing them the basic structure of letters, which I really enjoy. She's like getting really into writing right now, and so we do a lot of dry erase board work, we do a lot of sand work, and so I think that she'll really, really like this one as well. And then the next one is the Singapore math. I will link down below my flip through in more detail, but I just enjoy this structure, especially for homeschooling parents, especially for parents who might feel intimidated by teaching. And so with this guide, y'all, this guide is like my best friend. Like, look at this, like she's giving me everything that I need. And I'm really excited to start this program. I know that Luna will really enjoy it, especially when it comes to math, because math can be so intimidating, not only for students, but also for parents as well. This program gives you so many different ideas to make math come alive. It's not just some boring repetition like 1 + 1 is this, you know, like hands-on learning, especially because children don't understand abstract math yet. These are concepts that are really difficult for them to understand. And so when you give them hands-on activities, it is able to become more concrete for them. And again, if y'all want more details on that one, I'll link it down below. And lastly, I have the All About Reading. Again, that one is linked down below, an in-depth talk about that, but I'm really excited about this one. For these, you get to be tested into it, and so you can buy the program as is, but I would highly suggest you test your child first. That way you know exactly which program to get. There's the pre-reader, and then there's level 1, 2, 3, and 4, I believe. And so Luna tested into level 1. Level 1 is just for children who know all their letter sounds, who are able to read, you know, 3-letter words, who are able to distinguish between vowels and consonants, like very, very beginner. And super excited. That comes with some readers, it comes with a workbook, and it comes with some cards. And I'm really excited about this because Luna has the fundamentals down, and so I really want to get her to the next level because she's so eager to get to that level. With all of this, you want to make sure that your child is wanting to get to that level, because if you are sitting down with your kid and they are just not feeling it, you can't force that learning to happen. It's going to be a bad time for them and a bad time for you. So you want all of this to really flow naturally with your child. You want them to be super hype about it. You got to be super hype about it, because if you're like dreading it, they're not going to be about it either. They're going to pick up on that. And so, yeah, these are like the core things that we're doing. Again, we have our poetry that we're going to be doing every day. We're going to be doing our little art classes with Jessie. Zach is like creating this faux PE schedule, which he's so hype about, but we're going to be doing some soccer drills. We're going to be doing some catch, like all kinds of really fun stuff that he's got, like all these ideas to be doing outside for some more gross motor skills. And then Luna and Jessie will be working on those fine motor skills for art. But yeah, this is what we've got so far. I know I'm gonna get a ton more stuff as the year goes on, as I find things, but these are just like the core things that we'll be working on this year. As I get more stuff, I'll definitely be telling y'all about it. But yeah, If y'all enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if y'all haven't subscribed already. Gracias for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.